Also developing tonight, California's largest insurance company, State Farm, in the hot seat as the investigation ramps up into how it handled claims after the LA fires. Homeowners feeling frustrated, pushing for answers and accountability. Jamie Kennedy is tracking where things stand. Jamie?
It's just basically all new material.
The all-new material homeowner Sean Brower is referring to is on his new fire-resistant roof, a requirement, he says, from his former insurer State Farm for a chance at renewal.
To the tune of $40,000 to re-roof the entire property. And then a couple months later, we received a notification from State Farm telling us that they were dropping us.
Sean says State Farm at the beginning of the year told him even with the new roof and other wildfire management efforts due to his home being in a high-severity fire zone in the Sierra foothills, that was the reason they wouldn't be renewing his policy.
We've been a customer since 2020. And I just got apologies and, sorry.
State Farm, California's largest home insurer, agreed in May not to drop any customers for the remainder of the year after getting an emergency rate hike tied to LA fire payouts. The company says it's paid over $4.2 billion to victims as of the end of June. The Department of Insurance is now investigating State Farm over its handling of claims following numerous complaints. A positive step, says Consumer Watchdog President Jamie Court.
The market conduct exams do look into how the companies have handled their claims. The problem is they often take a long time. I'm talking like years.
At the end of June, State Farm posted they are cooperating with the Department of Insurance and will comply with the market conduct exam process. A fair review will find that thousands of State Farm customers are being helped by our teams on the ground in Los Angeles County and are very satisfied. At the centre of complaints is smoke damage, Jamie says, and whether insurers are legally obligated to pay or not for a house to be free of toxins left by the smoke.
There are conflicting court decisions on what the obligations of the insurance companies are. And we're trying to get one statement from the court that smoke damage is fire damage and the public needs to be paid for all smoke damage claims.
The State Department of Insurance says it has formed a task force to look into setting a smoke damage standard. Having lived in Malibu for years and knowing people impacted by the LA fires, Sean says he sympathises with those rebuilding and offers this advice for anyone struggling with their home insurance.
I got a lot of really good feedback on social media because there's a lot of my neighbors in our community deal with this.
He says the community feedback helped him secure new insurance and that in tough times, coming together is an invaluable resource. Consumer Watchdog did give me one example of the cost of smoke damage, with one caller telling them their smoke damage is going to cost them $100,000, but their insurance company is only willing to pay $50,000. Consumer Watchdog says they're trying to help them at the moment. Back to you.